Chukwuemeka page, a channel meant for entertainment. And definitely I know you might wonder what's going on my description. Why is Africa backwards? Some certain things I really would like to talk about. Why the black man is the way he is. The black man believes that men have to worship him. The black man is not after his brother. The black man is not after the care for other people. The black man is after himself, just after himself. He wants to grow. He wants people to worship him. The black man is after personal gain, personal glory. Unlike, will I say, the whites or the Europeans, the West people, they're different. They're after what would better their brother, what would better their sister, what would better their family, what would better their... But the same, it's not the same in Africa. It's not the same in Africa. An African man believes in people should worship him. An African man believes that he should be respected. That's why you see a lot of people, a lot of them doing a whole lot of things just to gain respect. That's why you see a whole lot of them doing a whole lot of things to gain, glory. It's really, really funny, This, even among the educated, even among the people who call themselves pastors, except few of them who believe in that grace that they have. Otherwise, what goes on in Africa is something that you don't know how to go about it. It's very, very, very annoying that here in, I don't know how to say about it, but I have come to understand that a black man doesn't reason well. I'm sorry to say it, not all the black men, not all of them, not every person, not every black person. You understand? But majority of them, those who are in leadership, I don't know whether it's because of what they get themselves involved, the diabolic things they do. The diabolic things they do, you see a lot of them trying all they can to make people worship them, make people to bow before them, just because what? Because of power, which is not right. That's the mentality of an African man. You understand? You will see a lot of people trying all they can to, how will I put it? Try all they can to make sure that you bow down to them because of leadership, because of power. That's how an African man reason. They don't reason like, what will I do to better the society? Yeah, what's up? Doing the man. Yeah. Defender, say hi to you. Yeah, hi to you, Defender. You understand? I'm trying to say, what is wrong with an African man? An African man has a kind of mentality that is annoying, that you don't know why your fellow man, you want him to be the one bowing down to you. You understand? They will do all they can to gain power. They will do all they can to gain authority, to subject their fellow persons. That is the mentality of an African man. Oh, sorry, AM for you. Good morning. Yeah, Divine the man. It's 3:23 AM. All right, here in Nigeria, it is close to 9 to 10 AM. Okay, wherever you are, you're watching. I'm talking about Africa. There are things that we have observed that is going on in Africa, which is quite annoying. Look at the West. They are after their people. They are after development. They are after doing things. But here in Africa, an African man is always thinking myself, because of saying. You understand? So what am I trying to say is that we need to start finding a way to change that mentality. And it starts from each and every one of us. Because we don't know who will be the leader tomorrow. You understand? The issue of glory, power, that they want to earn authority. You understand? They want people to subject. They want people to bow to them. It's one thing that I don't really know how to go about it. An African man. I went to a program that should be on Sunday. A person who believes that probably he's in authority and he's in power, and he decide what goes on. He's the one that called the shots. People call him father, daddy. They respect him, they bow before him, and because of it, you will do all you can to subject other people who do not want to bow to you in that manner. Is that right? We're talking about developments in the world. We're talking about developments in the nation. The African people, they have all it takes: the mineral resources, the human resources, the intellectual resources, the ability resources. But it's not the same thing with the West. The West, look at, if you go to the people of Israel, like Israel, they are not a big nation. They are not a mighty, like they're not in like population, or their landscape is not high. But look at what they're doing. They have for themselves, their brothers, their sisters, how to keep them, how to sustain them. But that is not the same thing with African man. All right, if you're watching, I would like you to say hi. And if you have a question to ask, you're free to ask a question, and I'll be able to answer you. I'm interacting with you from Nigeria, here in Africa. As African is an African country, you understand? West Africa, Nigeria. We have leaders who doesn't care about the people. We have leaders who doesn't have respect and regard for their fellow citizens. We have leaders who doesn't care. Look at how the cost of things are going up. Now they are increasing the things in such a way that landlords, people who own house, are increasing their rents. Cost of food are going high every blessed day. They don't care about what the people are doing or what people are going through. You understand? These are the things that people really need to look into. It is becoming annoying. A common man in Africa is supposed to have every sufficiency of the food to eat. But do you know how many people who are very much hungry every blessed day, who are going hungry, who are very, very hungry, come to find the food to eat, food to eat here in Nigeria? It's becoming difficult, except people who are going into money rituals, people who are doing evil things to make power, to gain authority, to eat. A common man who is laboring, who is working hard, who is fighting, we're not able to eat. Men are suffering. People are suffering. If you go to the streets and see how people are begging to eat, begging to sustain themselves. You walk. There is nothing to gain out of it. If they pay you something like 20,000 naira, don't be surprised that 20,000 naira will finish in a day. Sometimes it's not even enough, because the cost of commodities are going high every blessed day. It is annoying. It's provoking. It breaks the heart. It breaks the heart. So you see young people that start going into content creation. Like, for example, someone like me now. I even if I say I did my school or finished education, I'll be saying I'm lying. Because of what? Because a whole lot of things are transpiring, that somebody will finish school and will not have job. And that's why we are pleading with all these social media apps, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, and the whole rest of them, for them to at least help the Nigerians. A whole lot of youth are going into content creating. Look at me. I did EE, electronics engineering. I don't have any job. I now dive into content creating. I now dive into content creation to start to find a way to make a living. Yet it's not even difficult. Yet the Nigerian system is even taxing these apps, giving them additional tax that makes them more things being difficult for people, even for them, even the content creators, for them to achieve their goals. That has now are going high. Why is that are going high? It's because they are taxing the network providers, the more money for them to pay more. So, well, how would they not tax the Nigerians, the African man? This is how they reason. Making things difficult for their fellow man. Making things so difficult, so challenging. My heart is crying, man. My heart is crying. You need to be in the streets and see what's going on. People now do a lot of stuff, a lot of things. People now do a whole lot of things just to find a way to eat, or even build a house, buy a land. It's too bad, man. It's very horrible. We don't know how to go about it, because if you talk, they will catch you. They will want take your life. Why is it that is it difficult? A fellow human being, your fellow human being, you don't reason to favor that person because you are in the seat of power, because you are in the seat of authority. You don't see the reason to favor this person or to find a way to make them more relaxed. Is that right? Is that right? It's not right. That is how they that's how they do the things. That is how they do things, which I don't know why it's like that. Did God create an African man differently? Did God create an African man differently? Is there any difference in the creation of an African man? Why is it that they reason differently? They believe differently? Here in Africa, especially here in Nigeria, there are many religious institutions than even in the West. They believe in religion, the worship of God, than people in the West, than even China. But look at it. It's very, very difficult for you to see even the person who is called himself is a man of God or pastor. It's heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. I pray that it will not continue that way. You understand? I pray it will not continue that way, because from what people now see, you don't know the future. You cannot predict the future. You cannot exactly predict what is going on or what is going to happen in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years. Even the electoral commission's people are the things that are the ones making things worse. You can say hi to us and ask some questions about what's going on in Africa, especially in Nigeria. I'll be able to answer one or two for you. If you've not subscribed, please help me subscribe. I am an upcoming content creator, but I am pained by what is going on in our hard work and hard labor, yet we have nothing to show for it. Like, it is becoming more difficult and more challenging. Very difficult and more challenging. You understand? So please, if you've not subscribed, help me to grow by subscribing to my channel, and God will bless you. What I'm trying to say is concerning this, the country, Africa, the continent of Africa. They keep claiming it's the West, it's the West, the West. It's not the West, man. It is them themselves. Imagine somebody probably who intends to do something good for his people. His same brother, his own brother, his close friend will be the one to deny him. His own friend will be the one to deny him. Yeah, viral videos. Viral videos, hi. Right, say hi, defender. Yeah. My brother, if you have a question, please do ask. And if you've not subscribed to me, please, I plead with you, subscribe with me. We're talking about Africa. The common person in Africa, the way we reason, the sight they see, while in every other continent of the world. Look at Asia. In the years past, in the years time past, Africa was ahead, was doing well. But ignorance and wickedness has made them to do things that I don't know how to go about it or say about it. We have all it takes to feed every man in Africa. We have all it takes to feed every person in your nation, because we are rich in our soil. We have the ability to do it. Now, They have left these things to empower the common person. Rather, they like using the other means. They use the other means to suppress men. What is mostly annoying me is that even the person whom you think should be your friend, or a kind of person whom you respect, would like to suppress you, would like to pin you down. Is that right? What is happening in this continent of Africa? What exactly is going on in this continent of Africa is what I don't know. It's what I don't exactly can predict or say. The mindset of man is just after himself, his family. There is a story going on in Nigeria currently, in one part of the southeastern parts of the nation, of the country, of a man who is after doing money, diabolic stuff. He now takes human being, get them on the ground where they will not breathe, and along the road they give up the ghost, doing some evil things to make money out of it. That's not really good, That's not really good. That's not really good. And sometimes you wonder why they do such a thing. Your fellow human being. Your fellow human being. You see why I keep saying, I don't know why Africans, the way they reason, your fellow human being is what you could use to make money. You do not have regard for the person. You do not have regard that that person have a family. You do not have regard that that person has a future. What you could do, what you could reason, is to take that person's life. Is that right? Is that godly? What I'm trying to say in essence is this. Let's learn to be kind to each other. Let's learn to be, let's learn to love. Let's learn to, love one another. Let's learn to be kind to a fellow human being. Wherever you are, if you're an African, if you're a black person, learn to show love. Don't use your position to bring down other people. Don't use your position to suppress people down. Don't use your position to intimidate other persons. Don't use your position to, make people bow down to you. What's your gain? What's your profit? I don't understand. Why is an African man like this? And one thing that baffles me most is like most of our leaders, they travel abroad. They see good things. They see good roads. They see good transportation system. They see technology. They see a lot of good things. But it becomes difficult, for them to imitate and bring back home what they have seen abroad. There was a story that took place some years back where one of the leaders who was opportuned to use money which he has or have access to in politics to build his community, facilitate health institution. No, he did not do that. Rather, he pocketed that money. He pocketed the money. And when after pocketing this money, the case reversed against him. One of his child become ill that requires a transplant. This is a man This is a man that had an opportunity. This is a man that had an opportunity to build a good health system. But no, he refused to do that. He pocketed this money so that the community people will be bowing down to him. Today, even where he takes those money to, where he goes and learn from people, it's heartbreaking. Very much heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. Africa. God will use this current generation, the upcoming generation, to bring the change that we need. To bring the change that we need. Father, we give you glory. My heart is pain, man. My heart is pain. My heart is pain. My heart is pain. You know, sometimes you wonder if you have authority to or power to change, to bring the change. The change needed. The change needed. An African man. African man. Why? Why is it difficult for us to love one another? Why is it difficult for us to develop our own? They keep blaming the West. It's wrong. They cannot blame the West. As you are taking advantage of your people, that is what somehow they are doing because you are ignorant. How many persons have you helped? How many persons have you helped? How many persons do you think can get help? Leadership. Those in authority. Why can't you use that opportunity given to you in that seat of power, that moment? Alright, if you're coming across us for the first time, please say hi, give us a like, please subscribe to our channel. With time we'll be coming around to say one or two things, and then as well discuss one or two things. Please, if you come across this, if you can see me live, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a content creator. But there's so many things, man, that is itching my heart. I feel like saying them. I feel like talking about it. I feel like, why is this so? Why is it so? Why is it so? Why is the rich trying to bring down the poor? Why is the rich trying more to collect even from the little the poor has? Why is it that those in authority, those in power, want to take down those who are weak? YouTube, please, all I put it, move my videos so that people can see it. You know, if you are seeing me, please can you subscribe, like, say hi, give a shout out, and we'll talk about what's going on in Africa. All right, thank you so much for coming around. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just wanted to hit 30 minutes so that it's well. It's really, really well, you know. It's really, really well. Okay, my people, oh my people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Africa will be better. Africa will grow. Not against any other continent of the world, no. Not against the West, no. The West are the people who are bringing development. Even though if they want to collect from what you have, it's negotiable. They are not giving to collect all. They are giving you in exchange of something. So if you have wisdom as a leader in African nation, you know what to get as well. If you understand. So do please do like what's going on. I don't see people. I'm not seeing people coming up.